Hi, how are you? Can I get a long black coffee and I'll sit out front?
Yeah, sure.
Fix it up here?
Oh, sure. $3.50?
Thanks. Hello, Eva?
Yeah,
John Brown.
Yeah, how do you do, John?
I'm bad. I just ordered coffee.
Okay, I'll order one too and meet you there.
Yep, ta.
Yeah, John.
That one done? Good.
I'm sorry about the difficulties we've had. First of all, I was in and out of rain the other day, and I've come down with some virus, and I was sick as dog Sunday, Monday, so I was lying in bed when you rang yesterday, so I wish we'd touch base.
That's life. It happens.
Yeah. So, I don't know where we go from here, John, because as I understand, I don't understand the whole story, but he obviously had a claim with the, probably should be careful about our confidentiality, but...
No, let me clarify that for you. I cleared that up with O'Callaghan years and years ago. Mm-hmm. There is none with me.
Okay. So there's nothing, no outstanding issues in Melbourne, you say?
No confidentiality.
Right.
None whatsoever.
What does it mean?
That means that I've spoken with O'Callaghan about this.
Yeah.
No. My life is open, and I'm not involved in confidentiality agreements in any way.
Sure.
One of the reasons for that was at the time that Pell came out very vociferously in the news and press over a matter of 6 weeks, at the same time that I was being pressured to sign one, and he was saying there's no such thing.
So is there still an outstanding process in Melbourne?
Oh yes.
That's still going on.
Mm-hmm.
So at the end of the day, I mean, I suppose your hope is that something comes out in your favour.
Well, most certainly will, yes. That's for sure. That's not the problem. The problem is the process has taken 7 years now, and with the Melbourne process being identified as corrupt, I find it's no longer appropriate to deal with them directly in that way. So I thought I'll try here.
So, and I'm not sure at your office, as you know how the church works, so each diocese is separate, like...
Well, I do understand from that perspective that there's also the other part of it, that it's all the one thing.
Yeah.
And very clearly, that's been shown in a number of court actions, etc. So.
And it seems to me that at the moment your current needs are some financial needs that you need. Now, because... as I understand it, I don't pretend to be an absolute expert, but as I understand, because each diocese is separate, they'll sort of do their own process. Like a bishop from one diocese will not sort of tell another bishop, so nobody accountable.
I understand this, but you've had Bishop Hart through court in Melbourne. Yeah. You've had Commissioner of the Vegas Independent Commission into Sexual Abuse. That's been Vegas. And claims of medical and legal malpractice. The Psychological Association's been through the system down there. How much do we have to endure?
But I suppose what I'm saying in terms of where I said, I'm accountable to this bishop here, Bill Morris, and like whatever Hart does, whatever Pell does, whatever anyone else does,
right.
I'm not accountable.
So you're not part of the Catholic Church?
I'm part of the Catholic Church, but in terms of how the church works, I'm directly...
Well, okay, put it this way. Let me put it to you this way, Barry. I think it's time that the church found a different way of working with it.
Yeah. But certainly, I'm not going to be able to change that. I'm a very slow in the scheme of things.
Then I'm perhaps talking to the wrong person here.
Well, it could be right, but I'm not sure where else you go, because as you would know, as I do, how the church works, each bishop, the next step is to Rome. And maybe that's the only thing I can suggest, because I don't.
So I'm out of work. I suffer from PTSD. I suffer from flashbacks. All right. I'm not able to work. I've got a son who I have to feed and educate. All right. So those things are not a concern to the Catholic Church here.
I'm not saying that. Thank you. I'm not saying that at all. But what I will do. Bishop Morris is on leave. And I'll check when he's back. I don't think it's more than 4 weeks. He's just gone on leave. I think he'll be back within 4 weeks.
Where's he gone to?
I don't know, Church. From what he normally doesn't tell anyone, so he can actually have a break. I don't think anyone would know.
Now, you read my letter?
Yeah.
Okay. There was that issue, thank you, in regards to relationship. That, I think, should be cleared up before anyone goes to Bishop Morris. Is that, I've spoken to people within the process of Melbourne, and they see that as being a very critical issue in regards to the delay of my claim out of Melbourne.
Just remind me about that part of the relationship.
It's on my wife's side.
Yeah, related to...
From what I understand, what I'm led to believe, yes.
But how does that impact on the thing?
Well, that's a damn good question. However, that's an important factor in there. All right? And that should be cleared up before going to Bishop Morris.
Sure. But I'm sorry, John, I'm just not sure what you're suggesting could happen.
You're not. Either you're terribly bloody ignorant, Barry, as to the way the Catholic Church has dealt with this clergy abuse issue, or you're pulling my leg.
I don't think it's either. Maybe I am ignorant. But
well, then, if you're ignorant, I can educate you. I have no problem in doing that. All right? I can educate you very easily. All right? And I can show you that how much of the system works. All right? And how and why individuals like myself and many others who have been victimized by this process, how we're treated. Okay?
Yeah. And I understand that, and I don't think the Catholic Church is denying that sort of stuff.
It doesn't deny that, but I come up against a situation like you. I'm very sorry that it's talked to Bishop Hart. Okay? And the way I view that, and the way many others view that, is you're part of the Catholic Church shirking its duty.
Okay. And the only other thing I can suggest is you do sort of get legal advice and say, okay, I'm going to sort of...
Not here for legal advice. I'm talking with the Catholic Church. I'm not talking with a legal process. That's the process that goes on in Melbourne. Okay?
And John, in due respect, I've got no control over what Melbourne decides.
Then perhaps you go back there and reread my letter. Okay? And see if you can see what I'm talking about there.
Okay, I will do that. I'll do that.
Because I think it might be wise that you educate yourself a little further as to the processes that go on with it, and how people go through the system, such as the Melbourne one, and towards healing, and finish up committing suicide and the like. We know that that's pretty atrocious. We know that these people go on for years and years attempting to obtain some sort of solution, outcome, healing, compensation. We've all been offered repeatedly compensation and healing, and neither is forthcoming. Okay? And I finish up with a corrupt process in Melbourne. Okay? And for me, I don't care whether I'm dealing with Boston or London or Dublin or Toowoomba or Melbourne. You're from the Catholic Church as far as I'm concerned. And I live here in Toowoomba. Okay? I'm under the diocese of Toowoomba, if that's the way you want to look at it. It's all a matter of semantics. Okay? Now, if the organisation can't manage to structure itself to deal with these things appropriately, then I think we'll finish our coffee and go our way. And we'll clutch heads somewhere else in a different way.
I appreciate what you're saying. I'm just not sure what I can do. The only thing I can do is talk to my superior, Bishop Morris, but you're suggesting I should reread your letter before I consider doing that.
Yes.
Because I'm basically the only officer I'm accountable to, no one else in the church except for the Bishop Morris, and obviously he's directly accountable to Rome. I can tell him, I can sort of give him my thoughts and so forth, and he can make a decision, but you're suggesting for that?
I'm suggesting that there may well be other motives at play here, okay? And it may well be inappropriate to take it to Bishop Morris.
So, if that's the case, Bishop Morris is as far as it goes into Toowoomba, so we're back to sort of Melbourne, you're saying that's a corrupt process?
Not many people are doing it, they're doing it themselves.
So what are your options from there then?
Well, you're the Catholic Church. I'm here on your doorstep saying I'm in trouble financially, alright? My circumstances are such, you're well aware of those, okay? What are we going to do about that?
And if I said to you, okay, to give you some satisfaction, what do, in a sentence if you like, what do you want?
I need to find a way to derive an income, okay? I don't mind whether I work for it, alright? Not a problem. But I need a base salary so that I can feed my son, alright? Otherwise, and I have no doubt, I will be on the street. And I'll do it in front of this cathedral, I'll do it in the church. I don't care where I do it. But I will get enough money each week to keep going that way, if I have to. Alright? I'd much prefer that I say to you, Barry, these are my circumstances, and I don't hear any of the excuses. Alright? I get something from you that says I will go away, and I will talk to others in my church, and we will work out a way of dealing with this. Okay? That's how I see it.
I'll tell you what, I'll give you a commitment. I will sort of, I will reread your letter. I will sort of seek some advice from some people that I respect within the church. If you can give me 3 weeks.
No, I can't give you that long. I'll be out on my ear. My lady will send me out.
What is your current circumstances then?
My current circumstances that I probably have enough for this week's rent. Alright? My son comes to live with me for a month on Sunday. I either have enough to put food in the cupboard for that week, alright? I've borrowed money from his holiday to pay registration for my motor car, alright? To keep me going. So, into the second week I either feed him or I accommodate him. That's my circumstance.
What's your current, what's your income now? Where do you do your income? But do you get anything from Centrelink or anything like that?
No. Not at this point. No.
But you should be eligible, surely, shouldn't you?
I'm quite eligible. I have difficulty sometimes. I have a doctor who's a Catholic and he doesn't want to write on the form. Okay?
I changed doctors.
That's all well and good. 5 or 6 years in, you know, and I'm going to start a whole new thing. Okay? I will get around that one. That's not a problem. I've dealt with that effectively. But it's cost me money. It's cost me time. My claim should have gone in today, and it's now held up.
We don't have what they call them. Are you aware of the emergency relief funds?
I have no idea. Never heard of it.
Can I suggest some agencies we don't have it, but some agencies Lifeline I know have it, and there are other agencies that have it. What I suggest in the short term, while I do some investigations.
Well, Lifeline is not part of Catholic Church.
No, but they do have emergency relief funds.
I understand that. I donate to Lifeline as often as I can.
Well, in terms of money available in the community for emergencies, Lifeline is one option. Now, there are other options, I don't know where they are, but Lifeline would know who they are.
I would deal with one of the Catholic organisations in that regard, though, and I find that the onus is not on Lifeline. If I go to Lifeline and get money from them, that takes money away from people. They are on the phones of a night time talking to other clergy abuse victims who would prefer to commit suicide than to go on with the pain of it all.
Well, I can appreciate where you're at, but I'm looking for short-term sort of solutions. Short-term solutions.
This is none of this is come up in any of your discussions?
No.
No. That's absolutely amazing. When you consider the degree of and the scope of this situation around the world, though, you know, I mean, you've got Italy just breaking out at the moment, and as silly as it may sound, based on the figures of ratio of priest to population, they're already estimating the entire population's been raped. You've got Ireland, there's more to come, okay, and genocide of 50,000 children in Canada. These are not incidentals.
All I can say in response, John, certainly in this diocese or any situation that we have, the towards healing process that is working effectively, and the Church accepts fully that they didn't get it right years ago. They work hard.
I am in touch with people around the world and around Australia, and I have yet to meet and talk, and I talk to many, one individual who has been through the towards healing process who is happy with it. Not a one.
I think there are some.
I have not met them, but I have talked to people in their hundreds.
Look, at this point, John, the only things I can suggest is, number one, I will definitely reread your letter. I will consider, I will seek some advice and get some advice and talk to other people. I'm happy to get back to you in probably need about 3 weeks, though. The only thing I can suggest in the short term...
I think you can do better than that for me, though, really.
Not at this point, John.
Not at this point?
The only other suggestion I can say in terms of emergency relief, there are agencies in the town. The other thing I can do is find out the other agencies. I know Lifeline is one, there are other agencies with emergency relief. And then we go from there. That's all I can do. And the only other thing I can suggest, I know you're saying the Melbourne situation is corrupt, but I think I would definitely, if what you're saying to me happened here, we would see it through in this process. As you know, the Church is separated by dioceses. Dioceses have the particular process. They deal with their individuals that are cases.
The internal workings of the Catholic Church don't concern me. Okay? As far as I'm concerned, it's the one global universal church that's spread across the globe. How you break that up is I don't care how you do that. And I'm not interested to hear that. I'm asking what your response is going to be to my circumstance, right, and others who are in similar circumstances to me.
And what I've said to you, when the situation happens in this diocese, we go through the process towards healing, and it has been effective. We've got a very compassionate bishop here, I don't know what you mean in terms of better check all that out. I mean,
well, the first place I reported my abuse was to where you are.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't recommend the response I got at all. I had a lady come and visited me, and I know that at one point I thought I need to put some humour into this, and I suggested to her, because she wanted the date and the name specifically, right? And I told her I wasn't able to give her that at that time, so there was nothing that she could do about it. And I suggested to her perhaps I should have taken a video, and she said yes, it would have been a good idea. I thought, well, I think we need to deal with something more intelligent than this.
And that's unfortunate that process happened. I would guarantee that wouldn't happen in this diocese today.
What are you going to put on would you put your money down on the table here for that? I'll back you for $100,000 and I'll have somebody back me for it. You put your money down and I'll take you up on that bet.
No, I don't think it's got to be helpful.
Well, it is. It's where your money's where your mouth is in that regard. You're going to give me a guarantee, and the guarantee is your money today.
What I'm saying is I doubt if that would happen today in this...
The vast difference between doubt and guarantee. Vast difference.
Well, you know, we can't guarantee anything in life. There are very few things...
And so that's why I asked you to put $100,000 worth down.
But what I'm saying with confidence, I would say it wouldn't happen in his diocese today. That's all I'm saying. You know, I can't speak for what happened last year, the year before, 10 years ago, 20 years ago. But,
based on the people I know, I'd put the $100,000 up again.
Okay. Well, John, I don't know how we're going around in circles, but look, I will reread your letter. I will contact you within 3 weeks. I would suggest that you do contact Lifeline in the short term, and I will contact you in 3 weeks, and we'll see where we go from there. All right. Good luck, John.
I won't shake your hand, Barry. I don't think you're doing anything for me.
Okay. All right.
Okay?
Take care.
I do. Thank you.